Let's get you on silent. I gotta get a drink. What time is it? 10 on the dot. All right. Nobody's even in here yet. And I don't know. I don't usually get many viewers. So I'm not really expecting that many people to show up. But I did, I guess, kind of go viral today. As you can see, I got the Deku Tree box here. This is what went viral. I didn't go viral. I just sent a pretty boring tweet about the way that Target shipped this box with the tape right on the box. I've got it on this side. The shipping label's on the other side. It's still got my info on it, so I'm not going to flip it over. But you can kind of get the point of the way that they've taped this thing. And I sent a pretty boring tweet about, hey, Target, you shouldn't ship things this way. Look, here's a hole in the box right here. There's some more holes on the other side. I just said, hey, Target, I'm not going to accept this box being shipped this way. And probably nobody would have ever seen the box, seen that tweet, if Target had not responded to it in the way that they responded to it. And they first replied and said that they did it to save the environment. I don't know. Maybe they have some kind of policy to save the environment like that, but I've ordered other sets from them before, and this is the first time I've ever gotten a set. I think most likely what happened is an employee at the shipping facility either didn't have a box that would fit it or was just lazy and slapped the tape on it and sent it. And, I don't know how much of this damage was done in shipping. I don't know how much of it was done before they shipped it. Maybe somebody bought it from one of their stores, filled it up with pasta, and then brought it back. The box was damaged, so they shipped it to me and shipped it this way so that they could claim that the box was fine when they shipped it, but that all the damage happened during shipping. And maybe the box was pristine when they shipped it. I don't know for sure. That's the problem, is I don't know for sure. But these boxes, this is a thin cardboard display box with artwork. This is a different kind of box than a shipping box, which is a thicker cardboard. The shipping boxes are not for display. The display boxes are for display. The display boxes are not for shipping. The shipping boxes are for shipping. Anyway, I replied back and I said, hey, when you're dealing with Legos, the box is part of the item. And what else did I say? That I paid $300 for it, and I was expecting to get it in good condition. And so they replied back to me again and said, well, you should have marked it as a gift. And I did mark it as a gift. I went back, get to look at the invoice. There's not really a place on there where it displays that I marked it as a gift. There was a place that it said you could request a gift receipt. I believe that the only reason you could request a gift receipt is if you marked it as a gift, but other people are saying that's not the case, and so maybe that's true. But again, I feel pretty dang confident that I marked it as a gift. And then someone else is saying that even if you marked it as a gift, that doesn't change the packaging. That just marks it as a gift, I guess. I don't know what their argument was, honestly. But anyway, regardless, nobody would have seen the tweet had Target not responded to me in that fashion. If they just said, hey, DM us, I had 2 followers, I would have DM'd them, and I'm going to take it back to the store. I did say I was going to take it back this morning, but I had a pipe burst here at the house. The plumbers were here all day. I didn't get a chance, but I'm going to go back tomorrow, and I'm going to try to record it when I go. I don't know that I'll get anything good. They'll probably just say, okay, return it, because that is their policy. But just in case, I'll have it recorded. But anyway, here it is. I wanted to show it to you guys. I wanted to show you the tape that was on it. I wanted to show you the holes that were in it. Right here, you can see it's not a small hole. I mean, if somebody got their finger in there and got a hold of one of these bags, they could pull a bag out through this hole. It's not inconceivable. And another concern that I had was people could see when it's sitting on my porch that this is a $300 Lego set. And I sat there for hours, was concerned that somebody would steal it. Whereas if it's just a cardboard box, you don't know if it's a box of diapers or what. You're not going to steal, or you're less likely to steal that if you don't know there's a valuable item inside. And anyway, other people accuse me of being a scalper. I'm not a scalper. I will try to sell some built sets, but I don't have a whole inventory. I don't have much room in my house to store those kind of things. I don't have a whole inventory of sealed sets that I'm going to wait till they retire and then try to sell them like a bunch of people do. And I don't really have a lot of respect for those people. I'm going to build the set, and I might try to sell it on Facebook Marketplace. I definitely won't get, you're not going to get retail value for a built set. I might get 50% of the retail value if I'm lucky, and that's even if I can even find somebody who wants to buy it. Most likely what's going to happen is I'm not going to find anybody who wants to buy it. I'm gonna not want to have it in my house anymore. I'm gonna build something else that I want to display more, and so I'm probably gonna end up taking it to a local store here that will buy them for maybe 30% of the retail value. Not as much as I would get, and that's probably what is people who act like I'm doing this as a money making endeavor are absurd. Chances are I'm not going to be able to sell it. If I do sell it, it's going to be at a fraction of the retail price, and it will be open and built. But I've got another deco tree coming already. So when that gets here, I'm going to go ahead and break it open and build it. So that'll be one of my next streams, so that the people who think that I'm trying to scalp can see that, hey, I build these things. This is the point of this for me is to build. But anyway, I have wasted enough time talking about that crap for tonight. I last stream built boxes 1 through 3 of Hagrid's Hut, An Unexpected Visit. And this is how a box should look when it comes. Okay. And I did not purchase this box at a local retail store. I ordered this box off the internet. I think I got this one from Might have been Amazon. Might have been Amazon marked as a gift. Might have been Target, honestly, because I have ordered other sets from Target before. That's the first time that I've ever gotten a set from them that was shipped in that way. So I'm not really sure what to say about that. But this is how a box should look. No real dents, no real scratches, no holes in the box. Okay, I was very careful when I opened it to ensure that I didn't do any damage. Okay, and that is not going to make it something that is going to automatically sell just because I took care of the box. Okay, it might get me an extra $5-10 on the sale. It might be the collector who's looking for it, who doesn't want to buy a built set without a box, but will buy a built set with a box. So that's why I saved the boxes. And also the local store that buys them for cheaply would also appreciate having the box. Somebody wants to buy it from me and break it down, put it all back in the box, and try to sell it for more money. They can. I'm not going to sit here and take them. I'm not going to take them apart. I don't enjoy that. I enjoy building. Building's what I get into. And I'm into construction, not destruction. All right. Enough about that. Let's get into the build. Oh, let me get my app up here. I like to build with the Builder app. The instruction booklets are fine. They're great. But the Builder app is really... I like the 3D models. Sometimes the Builder app, for certain sets, it won't have the 3D model. And you have to then just have like a PDF of the instruction manual. And that sucks. Usually when that happens, I just end up using the instruction manual. But I thought maybe there might have been a couple people in here at one point. I'm not seeing anybody in here now. Nobody said anything in chat. So this is what we got finished last time. We did the first... Oh, crap. Let me grab the bag. We did the first 3 bags of Hagrid's hut. Okay, we built a dog house for Fang. Okay, here's Fang. People were interested in this set because this is the first set where Fang has got his own mold. A mold just for Fang. Prior to this, whenever Fang appeared in a Lego set, they would just use a generic dog mold that they use for all the sets. But for this set, they've actually given Fang his own mold. Okay, and then also we got Harry Potter in the first 3 bags, and we got Ron Weasley in the first 3 bags. And we also built Hagrid's hut here. Okay, I'm not very good at my spatial awareness of where the camera is and what angle to hold it at. But here's Hagrid's hut. You can see there's a recliner in there. It actually reclines, so Hagrid can sit in there. And one thing I'll say is the recliner, they did not make the recliner, they didn't give the recliner a lot of studs. But I guess it's supposed to swivel like a real recliner would. So that's why it's not the most stable. It will fall off of here pretty easily. But we did the floor. We did some of the walls. So I think tonight the front door, some of the walls. So I think tonight I'm gonna finish these last 4 bags. We're gonna finish the whole build. We're gonna do the rest of the walls and the ceiling. I think we're gonna get Hermione Granger. We still got to get Hagrid out of one of the bags. Oh, also I'll show you. One of the things that makes this set different than some of the other sets, because they have done Hagrid's hut before, is before when they've done Hagrid's hut, it hasn't had all four walls. It's only had 3 walls or 2 walls, kind of like a cross section so you can see inside. This one actually has all 4 walls, but they have made it nice so that it opens right up, okay, and you can see inside what's going on. So I thought that was pretty neat. That even though it is enclosed, and also I believe the roof it should come off fairly easily. I think they've designed it so that the roof comes off so that you can get the top-down view. I'm gonna set all this stuff off to the side now until we need it. But aren't gonna need the doghouse. The doghouse is completely finished. That was one of the first things we did. I might have made a... Oh, I see what happened. Well, I'll fix that later. Right now, one of the walls is a little wonky, and I need to figure out why that wall is not. But anyway. All right, bag 4, here we go. Welcome viewers, glad to have you with us. I need to I'm going to adjust the camera for a minute so it might shake. Yeah, that's better. Alright. I did that, bag 4. Did that. Bag 4. Here we go. Okay, this has got to be Hermione. And they all have these short legs. Well, I guess Hagrid won't, but they all have these short legs. All the kids have these short legs, which I really hate. I understand why they make them short, because they're kids. But I hate those legs because they don't bend. They don't have any sockets on the back. It's just, oh, Hermione's hair is, I don't know that I've ever seen a hairpiece that is that big. And I got to get a wand for Hermione. Where are those wands at? There they are. Hermione's got a different color wand from Ron, who has a different color wand than Harry. So none of them really have the same wand, which I guess is accurate to the books and or movies and or the new TV series that's coming out. I'm not really sure how to feel about the new TV series, because it just doesn't seem like it's been long enough since the movies happened for us to be getting another version. Oh, geez. Where did that go? But also, they say they're going to do a... They're gonna do the whole book. They're not going to cut parts out. God, I'm having trouble getting that wand in her hand. Finally, I got it in there, though. They're going to do the whole book. They're not just going to do like what was in the movies. They're going to do everything that was in the books. Anything that was left out of the movies is going to be included in this. So that on that part, I'm kind of excited about it. But... again, it just doesn't seem like it's been long enough since we had the movies for us to be getting another version of this. And the movies were good. I enjoyed the movies. I think the movies kind of got worse as time went on. All right, now here is this portrait, okay? And I don't know whose portrait this is. I'll look it up and maybe put it in the comments. Apparently, there are like 12 different. Oh, jeez. Apparently, there are like 12 different portraits. You only get 2 in Hagrid's hut, and I think there's another couple. Oh, God, the glare's so bad you can't see that, huh? I think the. Okay, that's better. I just got to turn it more towards the camera. And things keeps trying to focus. Okay. I think there's other sets that also come with these portraits. The thing is that you never know which portrait you're gonna get. So I think there are people out there who have collected all the portraits. I think there's 12, maybe, if I'm correct. And again, you never know which one you're gonna get in your box, or which 2 you're gonna get in your box. And so I guess people are selling them online. And you can go buy the other 10 that you didn't get if you want to have a complete set of all 12 portraits. Not that excited about all the portraits. I'm not even keeping any of these minifigs. And that's another thing is when I build these builds, a lot of times I'm keeping at least a minifig or 2 or 3 out of them, depending on how many there are. And so there's another reason why I'm not going to make money if I go to sell a built set. If I really wanted to make money, I'd have to keep the minifigs with them. I'd have to keep them in the box sealed. I'd have to have somewhere in my house to store them for 6 months or a year after they retire. That's not that doesn't sound like a whole lot of fun to me. I'd rather open the box and play with them, and then I can't have every single Lego set in the world in my house. So really, when I try to sell them, it's just out of necessity that I need to get rid of some and clear out some space in my house. It's not because I think I'm gonna make a bunch of money or whatever it is people were accusing me of today. So anyway, enough about that. That was kind of neat. I've never gone viral before, although I didn't really go viral. Again, Target's the one who went viral with their response, and now they've deleted their response. So they did not want to double down on what they said to me, I guess. Oh, they actually got community noted before they deleted their comment, which I thought was hilarious. I thought that was amazing because they were telling me to mark it as a gift, and I did mark it as a gift. I drove off anybody who thought they were here and interested in watching this from today's viral moments. So I can just get back to doing the regular stuff I always do. This is another wall of the house. All right, now here it's telling me to put a sticker on this. Here is one thing that I do. That people could have valid, you're just a scalper argument to make, and that is that I don't do the stickers. But I don't do the stickers because I'm trying to make money. I don't do the stickers because I suck at doing the stickers. And people give you all kinds of advice. They're like, hey, let's use the brick separator. And I've done some of that. The brick separator is helpful. But I still managed to find a way to mess it up. And people were like, how do you mess up if you're using the brick separator? Well, I don't know. It's in my head or whatever at this point. I just can't seem to get the stickers to go on there straight. I'll put them on there. They'll be crooked. So the sticker that was here was a fireplace sticker. So anyway, I just decided, like, I'm going to stop doing the stickers. There hasn't been a set yet that I have built when I got through with it, I was like, oh God, I really should have put the stickers on that. It looks awful without the stickers. No, every set that I built has looked fine without the stickers. I just stick the sticker sheet in the front of the booklet and put it all back in the box with everything else, because if somebody does want to buy it from me, they can either put the stickers on themselves, or they can not put the stickers on and keep the sticker sheet, and maybe even try to sell it. I've seen sticker sheets, intact sticker sheets, sell for just as much as the actual set sells for. And now that's rare. I'm not saying that every sticker sheet is that valuable, but if somebody bought it from me and decided they wanted to part it out, they would have the sticker sheet to try to make some money off of that. So I'm not really sure what these are supposed to represent on top of the mantle like that, on top of the fireplace. I don't know if they're... my eyesight's not the greatest. I know there's some printing on there, but I'm not really sure. Let me see if I can figure it out from the Builder app. It looks just like... I really don't know what it is. It's got peppers on it, or no, what are those? Are those fangs? Are those claws? So it must be like something of Hagrid's, some kind of supplies, maybe ingredients for food, or ingredients for a potion, or something like that. But then also up here on the mantle is going to be, I guess, a coffee cup. Is also going to be on the mantle. So there is that. All right, let's get Hagrid's hut back over here, and let's attach this fireplace right here by the recliner. Boom. All right, so that's pretty secure. So now we've added the fireplace to the recliner. I don't know if... All right. Anyway. I'll have to look up who's in these portraits. I think some of them are the founders of Hogwarts, the four founders of Hogwarts, the four heads of the houses. I'm not sure who else is in, because like I said, I think there's 12 or 13 of them. But is it anyway? When I figure it out, maybe I'll post it in the comments or something, or I'll talk about it on the next stream. I'll tell you guys who they are. I'm not gonna stop and look it up right now because I really want to finish these 4 bags before bed tonight, and usually don't stream much past midnight. But all right, so now we've got more of the wall going on by the fireplace. We've got that portrait hanging. Hello viewers, welcome. All right. Ooh. All right, another section of wall done. Looks like 3 more sections of wall to build before we've got all the walls on this bad boy. I wonder what's gonna go in there. I know there's stickers supposed to go on this piece, but I don't do stickers. Might as well keep it over here, I guess. All right. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, it's because they got it open. Could not for the life of me figure out why mine didn't look like the diagram, and it was because in the diagram they have this section. It wasn't put together fully, or was put together, but it was open. Oh, come on. So this is like a cauldron or whatever Hagrid cooks in or does magic in, or both, right there in front of the fireplace. And this is the axe, I guess. That's Hagrid's Hagrid's axe, and it gets stored right here. Although I'm probably gonna put it in Hagrid's hands. Like so. Another chair. Not a recliner like the other one. So let me open this thing up here. So now we've got Hagrid's recliner and another chair by the fireplace. Ooh. Little pumpkin patch outside the house. I'm going to see how that works when you open it up. It's not bad. Alright, we got through bag 4 pretty quick, which is good. So I'm going to move on to bag 5 without taking any break right now. And I need to save these extra pieces. I always put the extra pieces back in the bag, back in the box. So this has got to be Hagrid's minifig. I think he's the only minifig that we have not put together yet. And I'm seeing quite a large torso, I think. So. And a pink umbrella. Okay, that's probably belongs in Hagrid's hand more than the axe does. There's Hagrid's torso. Looks like he's got his apron on. Some back printing. Where are his arms? You actually have to put the arms on this one. Oh, and it gave him short legs too. Yeah, because his torso's so long, I guess. That's... I hate these short legs. This Hagrid apparently only has one face, which is a little odd because his hairpiece is definitely... Oh, I have not seen a hairpiece like this before with the beard attached to it like that. Maybe they're common, but as far as I know, that's the first of those I've seen. All right. There's... Well, let's see if... and this is his baby dragon. Okay, this scene, the Hagrid's hut scene, is called An Unexpected Visit. It's the part in the movie when they, Harry and Hermione and Ron all go to visit Hagrid in his hut, and Hagrid is acting strange because he is having a dragon egg hatch. And Draco's also in this. Okay, I guess we do still have to get Draco. He'll be in the next bag probably, or the final bag. Because in the scene, they're all in the house talking about the dragon's egg hatching, and Draco peeps through the window and sees the dragon, or sees the dragon egg, and they did not put this umbrella in his hand in the instructions, though. I'm not really sure. I guess it'll probably be stored somewhere else in the house. But I'll add Hagrid to over there with the rest of them. And we will get started on building another section of wall. Had some more viewers stop by. They're gone again. I think people just really wanted to come and see if I was ranting and raving about Target and what went on the internet today. And when they get here, and all I'm doing is building my Legos, and they see how boring it is, they take off. But that's okay. Is that the right place? Alright, come on. There we go. Yeah, that's the right place. Oop, upside down. And they see I'm not a ranting, raving lunatic who's going to sit here and piss and moan about Target all night. They decide there's no reason to stay, which is fine. Oh, hello, Zorro. How you doing tonight? Zorro, did you come here from Twitter today? I had some excitement over there. Little window for this section of the wall. And they're gone. For real? Oh. I hope if you look, you're the right piece. That must be the, well, no, there's another window over here. I'm not sure if Draco's going to be peeping through this window or if he's going to be peeping through this window over here that's on the other side, but I think one of those two windows will be the one for Draco the Peeping Tom. Welcome, viewers. Final piece of the wall here. I'm gonna close it up first. Oh, let's not break what we've already done. So now we have all four walls up. Like I said, I think it's going to be the way they've designed this roof. Supposedly, you could just lift the roof right off, so you can get this kind of overhead top-down view to see what's going on in here with Hagrid or whoever's in the house. You got two chairs there, a couple fireplaces, the axe, the portrait, a couple windows. All right. Another sticker goes on this piece. Again, I don't do stickers. A cupboard. Come on. And give me a hard time, huh? Oh, idiot. I put a section of the wall on backwards. I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. fix that mistake real quick. Welcome, viewer. Now we got the wall on there the right way. Now we can get the cupboard to go right there. There it goes. Easy peasy. Oh, so the other portrait is going to go hidden in the cupboard? Okay. Here's my other portrait. Again, I'm not really sure who they are. There's supposed to be, I think, 12 of them. 2 coming in this set. Oops. And there are other Harry Potter sets that also have the portraits in them. You just never know which one you're going to get. So you could buy, 6 of these Hagrid Hut set and get the same 2 over and over and over again and have, 6 of one and 6 of the other. Or you could get all 12 if you got really lucky, I guess. I won't be spending time trying to collect all the portraits or anything like that. Doesn't really interest me that much. I do like Harry Potter and I'm a fan, but not enough to worry about getting all 12 portraits. Because you only hang one of them up here. I don't know if the other one you hang 11 up or what, but I doubt it. But I've got some other Harry Potter sets in my backlog. And so I guess it's conceivable that I will get at least a few more portraits. Uh-oh. Already yawning. I gotta quit with this beer and get something with some caffeine in it. When we make it through, it's already 11, so I got another hour. I'm on bag 5, 6, 7, 8. An hour. I could probably do it if I don't go slow as I usually do. Don't ever come here expecting to see a fast build. It's gonna be slow. I do not move fast. It's really starting to become apparent how easy it's going to be to remove the roof, or maybe how hard it's going to be to keep the roof on is what I should say, because we're putting all these flat pieces on top up here, so I'm not really sure exactly where this roof is. It's probably going to attach to these orange brown pieces. There's one of them here, and there's one of them that goes right there. And I imagine that's probably going to be where the roof attaches to, because everything else up here on the top is not a stud. It's the only place where there's any studs. Well, that went in easy. I tried to put another piece in the center of a circle like that last stream, and I struggled. I sat here for a while until I got that thing in. Oh, this is a table? I guess. Yeah, a table. That makes sense. And that's like a centerpiece. Oh, that's, you know what that is? That's the egg. That's the egg that Hagrid's dragon Norbert hatched out of. So I wonder if Norbert will, yep, Norbert will go right there. I think that's where I'll leave Norbert. And another chair. Right there by the table. Oh, the pink umbrella is going to stay in this barrel right here by the front door. All right, so I think that is it for all four walls of this build. It looks like there is one more feature here. Oh, there it is. All right, let's see, what did I do? Yeah, okay. Boom. Boom. Another feature on the other side of Hagrid's front door is just a tree stump. So on this side you've got the little pumpkin patch. On this side you got a tree stump, I think is what that is. And again, this bad boy opens right up so that you can see everything that's going on inside. And right now we have this top-down view, and that's what it'll look like when you take the roof off, I'm assuming. There's only a few places to connect a roof, so it should be easy to get off or hard to put on, however you want to look at it. Okay, that is bag 4 and 5 done. I still have 6, 7, and 8. It is 11. I've been streaming for over an hour. I'm going to take 5. Little bathroom break. I'm going to come back and finish up 6. I'm trying to get done with this tonight. It's not going to make sense to do another stream for another bag or two, so I may very well be going past midnight tonight, as long as I can stay awake, as long as I can stop yawning and stay awake. So I'm gonna get a drink It's not beer. I'm gonna get something with some caffeine in it, just to help me push on through. All right, here, let's set Hagrid's hut here, just in case anybody comes in. They'll at least have something to look at. They can see how much progress we've made so far. I gotta make a sign that says "Be right back." I keep saying that I'm gonna make a sign that says "Be right back," and I need to make it out of Legos is what I need to do. Back in 5. Alexa, what's the temperature outside?
Right now, it's 73 degrees Fahrenheit. Tonight, expect a low of 62 degrees.
Hey Siri, what's the temperature outside?
It's currently 71 degrees.
What is wrong? back. Oh, somebody's in here. Hello, viewer. Oh, there's only 7 bags. I got confused. I thought there were 8 bags. There's only 2 more bags, so we will finish this up for sure tonight. All right. Oh, these extra pieces. Hang on to the extra pieces from the last bag. Snacks, drink. Nope, they left. They gone. Those make too much noise to be eaten on stream. I won't eat those anymore. Well, so what I need to do, I need to turn this side that way a little bit. Now we're looking straighter. Alright, so it doesn't look like Draco's in this bag. So that means Draco's going to be in the final bag. Our last minifigure of this set. My builder app closed. Okay, good. It's still on there. Welcome, viewer. Welcome, viewer. Hello, Phi2. Thanks for joining us. Did you come here from Twitter today? um, have you ever gotten I don't know if you're a big Lego guy, but have you ever gotten a retailer done you dirty like Target did me dirty today? Um, yeah, the scalper. I guess it doesn't really bother me, although I do kind of feel like I have to defend myself against it. And maybe I shouldn't feel like I need to defend myself that hard, but I mean, scalpers buy multiple boxes of sets that they think are going to be valuable, and this was just one box. And I don't intend to leave it sealed and wait until 6 months after retirement or a year after retirement to try to sell it. I mean, I would sell this set built, but there's no way I'm going to make money off of it. I might get 50% of retail if I'm lucky. If I can find somebody who wants to buy it on the marketplace or whatever, but they're hard to find. They're not that easy to find. So I don't know why people thought I was trying to make bank off of built Lego sets, but yeah, it was. I think people just get on the internet and they just want to say stuff. But I'm glad that you've never had anything shipped to you like that. Amazon. I've gotten a couple from Amazon. Most of them have been good. I always mark them as gifts on Amazon, which apparently it greatly increases your chances of getting a better box, getting it put in a box. But I haven't had Amazon send me one naked like Target did today, but I have had Amazon. They sent me one. It was in a bag. It wasn't a big set, so I guess they figured since it wasn't a huge set that they could just put it in a bag. And of course, it was crushed inside the bag. But at least they put it in a bag. Target didn't even wrap it in paper. Yeah, exactly. I build for the stream. I'm gonna keep building for the stream. I got a huge backlog, like the UCS Millennium Falcon, Jabba's sail barge. I've got some good builds that I want to build on stream. I forgot where I was even going, what point I was even making, but yeah, if you're gonna order from Amazon, you gotta make sure that you mark it as a gift. I don't think it's a 100% certain that things are they're gonna put it in a box, but it greatly increases your chances anyway. What was it? Amazon had one. I've got one that's supposed to come Saturday from Amazon. It's the Daily Bugle. And Amazon was one of the only retailers that I could find to that still had it in stock. So I ordered it from them. Usually, if I'm going to pay full price, I will order it from Lego so I can get the insider's points. But the Deku Tree was out of stock in most places. It was on back order for Lego, and then this morning, I guess they got some in stock. So then people were like, "Oh, you're just making it up. They're not out of stock." And I was like, "Well, they were when I ordered it." But anyway. Tell me, do you think yeah, it's been tough to find. I definitely got lucky when I found it on Amazon. You got to make sure that it says sold and shipped by Amazon, or at the very least, at least shipped by Amazon. I've been told, and I'm not 100% sure on this, but I've been told that as long as it says shipped by Amazon, that means that they have it in their warehouse. That it's not necessarily Amazon's product. It's not sold by Amazon, but they do have it if it says shipped by Amazon. So but usually those people, those third-party sellers on there are above retail. Even if you can still get the sets on Lego's website or whatever. And I got Jabba's sail barge just the other day. That one was a tough one to find too. But then I realized after I got Jabba's sail barge that I needed a Sarlacc pit to go with it. Kind of a companion set for it. And that is out of stock everywhere. But I got on Facebook Marketplace and I found a lady here locally that was selling one, and so I went and picked that up today. Oh, come on. And I paid $100 for it, and I really try not to pay more than retail price. I try to pay less than retail price. Honestly, I try to pay. Try to wait till they go on sale. But is there something? But I couldn't find it anywhere. I really wanted it to go with my sail barge, and I've seen it online listed for upwards of $150, new sealed sets. So she had it listed for $120, and I messaged her and asked her if she'd take $100, and she said yes, she would. So I don't feel too bad about paying more than retail for that set, because like I said, I really did want it, and I certainly was not going to pay the $150 or $160 that I saw it listed for online. So when I found her, what's going on here? Do I not have this piece? And the Daily Bugle might be retired. It might have retired months ago, but all right, I think I finally got that piece on there. I'm not sure why I was having so much trouble getting that piece to. Oh, there we go. Now I've got it on there. Hiding. Oh, I'm gonna struggle with this one too. All right. Yeah, I these sets that I build, and I will put them up on Facebook Marketplace just to see if anybody wants to buy them, and if they don't, I'll take them to the store that shall not be named, and I'll get some of the at least some of my money back. Not as much as I would get from somebody on Facebook Marketplace, but at least some of my money back. But I usually will end up finding one minifigure in there at least or more that I really want. I don't have yet, and I'll put them in my minifigure case and keep them. And so that kind of destroys the value, or not destroys, but reduces the value, the resale value. But again, I'm not doing this to make money, so I'd rather keep the minifigs and make less money. I'd have to really, really want it to buy a built set that didn't have minifigs or and I can't think of any. I don't think there are any that I want that badly that I would do that, but maybe one day there will be. What did I not get? Gringotts Wizarding Bank. Gringotts Wizarding Bank right now. I mean, I guess I should look into using eBay, but I'm just trying not to ship. Like, if I'm gonna ship, then I'm gonna want them to pay the shipping costs. I'm gonna have to add the shipping costs on to whatever price I want to sell it at, and so that's gonna make people less likely to buy it, and that makes the price go up. And so I try to find people locally on Marketplace, but maybe sometimes it's hard to find anybody on there who wants to buy at all. So maybe I ought to consider getting on eBay and starting to use that. But I don't. I don't know. But and the thing with BAM, I mean that's why GameStop never gave you very much money for your used games. That's why the Pawn Stars meme is a meme. Best I can do is $20 type of thing. I mean, they cannot pay retail prices and stay in business. So they gotta buy low and sell high, just like everybody else. So, I mean, I don't fault them for not offering tons of money, but at the same time, that means they're like a last resort. Only after it's sat on Facebook Marketplace for however long will I consider going to BAM. But now with all the stuff that's been going down with them, maybe I should start thinking about eBay even more. I just don't want to. I don't want to break them down. I don't want to. I'm not going to sit there and take them apart piece by piece and put them back in the freaking bags. And I just have no interest in doing that. Now, maybe if somebody wanted to pay me more money to do that for them, I would consider doing that. But again, it still wouldn't cover the retail price, I'm sure. I'd still be sitting at 30, 40, 50% of retail. If I'm lucky. Oh, you do like taking them. Yeah, see, if I could find somebody like you who live close to me, I could team up with somebody. Maybe that's what I need to do is find somebody local who doesn't mind taking them apart, and we could work out some kind of deal. But BAM will give you more in-store credit than they do cash. So really the thing to do is to go by BAM and see if there's anything in there that you really want that you can trade for, that you can get store credit for, and not necessarily to walk out of there with a bunch of cash in your hand, but to walk out there with a rare Star Wars set that they got from somewhere. This thing, oh, okay. Okay, so Fitu, I'm not sure if I'm saying it right or not, but I really haven't had a lot of feedback here yet. What do you think about this camera setup? Is this a good view? Is the lighting, is there too much glare? Or I mean, I thought about doing something more kind of like back over my shoulder, kind of looking more this way, and then maybe you could, because I don't want to shake the camera too much, but I have like, my iPad is up there. No, that's not doing anything, is it? Okay, yeah, like my iPad's up there. I'm using for my Builder app, so you could see the instructions maybe. I don't know. I'm just looking for a little feedback on if I should make any changes to my... Oh, I didn't put it back very well, did I? Let's get you straightened up. No, I mean, it is true that I've got to make sure, especially in some of the earlier streams, and I have transferred some of them to YouTube. Not that it's all that exciting to watch them, but and I've saved a couple here on Twitch. Like one of my first stream, I didn't really have this camera set up. I didn't have this stand and everything. But yeah, because the camera is so close, any little adjustment that you make is huge, and I really got to make sure that I keep my hands in this area, because I'll try to pull it close to my face, and so I can get a better look at it, because my eyesight's not the greatest. And then I realized, well, you're not in frame right now. You got to stay in frame. And so really long days, really long streams. Like sometimes on Saturday, I'll get on like 2 PM and just stream, into the night. And yeah, you holding your arms up in this position after a while, your shoulder, your back will start hurting. I am having this table with these compartments is really helpful. I am laying down in bed right now. I don't know if you can tell that or not. But that's really saved my back, being hunched over. But when I start building that UCS Millennium Falcon on stream, I'm gonna have to move downstairs to the table, to the dining room table, I think, because that sucker's just so big. There's no way I'm gonna be able to do it here on the bed, like I'm doing these smaller builds. But I'm probably gonna wait till like Christmas time before I pull that Millennium Falcon out of my closet and start building it. I don't know. I thought about trying to make it like a oh, when I get to 100 followers, I'll break out the Millennium Falcon. But I mean, it's just people are not gonna. I'm not gonna become some huge big Lego influencer or whatever. I mean, I think a lot of people that watch these Lego streams, what they're looking for is for me to shut up. And yeah, there's no way it's gonna work for a huge set. I'm gonna have to move downstairs to the table and sit at the table, and so I'll have to see how that goes with my back being sat at the table instead of laying down in bed. But anyway, yeah, I think a lot of people that watch these Lego streams, what they really want is for me to not talk, for me to be quiet. They want the ASMR. They want to hear the clicking of the bricks, and I just want to talk too much. I just can't keep my mouth shut. I mean, I might try to do some totally silent streams, like keep something in my mouth to keep me from talking, to try to bring in some of that audience. But for the most part, I'm going to do these streams like this, talking to people, and that might drive a bunch of the audience for these kind of things away, but so be it. Like I said, I'm not really trying to become some huge Lego influencer guy or whatever. And also, I imagine that, yeah, I don't really get it either. Why why that people like to. I mean, I guess I have had some girls whisper in my ear, and that has been that has been kind of nice. So maybe it's something along those lines. But I also imagine that a lot of the people who would watch these kind of things are like kids, like children. And I'm, obviously not doing anything. I'm not like smoking pot on camera or whatever, but I do cuss. I'll cuss the instructions or cuss a piece that I can't get in, and parents are not going to let their kids sit there and watch me build Legos if I'm cussing and that kind of stuff. So that also probably takes out a good chunk of the audience for this kind of stuff. But I love building Legos. It's the only time I feel like I can just kind of let the world. I'm not in my head. I'm just thinking about building the Legos. I'm not thinking about anything else. I don't have any other stress on me when I'm building the Legos. So I'm like, look, I'm gonna build this Millennium Falcon. I might as well stream it. I don't really care if anybody watches it or not. I can export it to YouTube. It'll be there on YouTube. Even if I never get any followers and nobody ever watches it, I can go watch it. I can go back and watch it whenever I want to and say, oh yeah, I remember this day I was building the Millennium Falcon. I remember this part of the Millennium Falcon. Now I am a little apprehensive about the Millennium Falcon build, because I have been seeing people online who are saying things like, "Oh, it falls apart very easily. You have to turn it. Oh, pieces fly off of it all the time, and you have to figure out where the pieces go." I did an Optimus Prime build a couple streams back, and I got him built, and I got him transformed from his robot form into his truck form, and then I transformed him back into his robot form. And right as soon as I got him back into his robot form, like his torso fell off, his legs fell off, like I just dropped him everywhere. I mean, I just ended the stream. But and I'm pretty sure I found all the pieces and put all the pieces. But I couldn't figure out where exactly every single piece went. There were like one or two little one by one pieces, and I was like, well, I know this goes on there somewhere, but I'd had enough. I was like, I'm not gonna spend the time it takes. So I just threw all the pieces back in the box. So he fits in his box, even when he's built. And I like that. I like when a smaller set like that, after you get him built, you can still put him back in the box. Because then I can just stack the box up. Yeah. Yeah, I that was the one of the really disappointing things about that Optimus Prime build was how unstable he was. I think I even said in my stream, I was like, I don't know if I would recommend anybody. Like I loved the Transformers. Well, I didn't like the new Transformers movies, but I grew up with the Transformers cartoon back in the day. And I really loved that. And this Optimus Prime was the cartoon Optimus Prime. He had the matrix of leadership in his chest, and he had his gun, and he had the axe, the energy axe, and so as far as that goes, I really enjoyed building those things and seeing those things with Optimus Prime. But just the most disappointing part was just how unstable he was. I mean, after you got him built, like he was not going to stay together. He was going to fall apart pretty easy. So I even said on stream, I was like, I don't know that I would recommend anybody to get this set because just of how unstable he. I mean, if you're going to just build him and stick him on a shelf for display, then okay, yeah, go ahead and get him. But if you're planning on, playing with him at all, if you're planning on transforming him back and forth, and just skip it, man. Just go get yourself a actual transformer. I've seen some good. I mean, I'm sure they're expensive. I don't know how expensive they are, but I've seen some really good toys out there that they're selling now of Optimus Prime, where he's got the audio, he's got the voice. It makes the noise when you press the button to transform it. I think they even have remote controls. And so I would say, look, if you're a big Optimus Prime fan, skip the Lego set and go find yourself one of those nice toys like that transform back and forth that you can drive with the remote control. And I mean, they might be way more expensive, but save up and get that instead of or if you're gonna buy that Lego set, buy it used. Buy that one used. There aren't any minifigures with that one. And so it's not like you're gonna be missing out on pieces. It's all him. So he's either all there or he isn't. And if he's all there and he's used and you pay for that's probably the way to go. Rather than paying full retail price, and heck, at least try to find him on sale. But I'm wondering, do you know if Soundwave and I think they got a Soundwave, don't they? And they have who's the other one they've got? They've got another one, basically the same as Optimus Prime, just a different colors. I would get. Well, they don't transform into a truck; they transform into whatever. Soundwave and Bumblebee. So, do you know if Soundwave and Bumblebee are just as fragile as Optimus Prime is when you build them, or are they more stable? Because maybe they transform into something different, so maybe their transformations are better than Optimus Prime's transformation. All right, that's the end of that bag. We got one more bag left, bag 7. You heard B is worth, Soundwave is better. Okay. All right. Yeah, I mean, I know everybody was a huge fan of Bumblebee from the newest movies, and like I said, I didn't really care for the movies that much. So I never was a huge Bumblebee fan back in the day. I'm not really a huge Bumblebee fan now. I went ahead and got Optimus Prime because I think Optimus Prime is supposed to retire this year, maybe next month or maybe December. But I think Soundwave and Bumblebee have more time. I think they're going to go till next year, next July or next Christmas. Although I could be wrong. Could be wrong about that. All right, final bag. Looks like we're getting Draco Malfoy in this bag. And he's going to have these short legs that I hate. I understand he needs to be short because he's a kid. And they even gave Hagrid in this set. They even gave Hagrid the short legs because his torso is so big. And I just hate it just seems like they could figure out a way to have short legs but still have them bend at the knee so that you could, like sit them down, or they could at least still put the holes, the stud holes back here on the backs of the legs like they have on the larger, they could put 4 like they do on the larger legs, but they could put 2. So Draco is in his school uniform. Does he have 2 faces? He's got a smiley face and a uh-oh face. I think I'm going to put his smiley face on him. Oh, come on. Boom. Does Draco get a wand? Draco does get a wand. All 4 characters in this set have different color wands. And it even came with a pink umbrella, with Hagrid's pink umbrella. I don't know if you're a Harry Potter fan at all, so maybe what I'm saying to you means nothing, but... Well... Let's get you out of here. Never read or seen anything. Okay, well, fair. It's still a fun build. We had some interesting. There's like a reclining chair that's in his house. When I get finished with this bag, I cannot find his wand though. Did I have another bag that came with this? If I did, I hid it from myself. Oh, there it is. Jeez. I've been having the hardest time getting these wands to go in their hands. Usually I do not have this much problem with this. But it's like the way they did the handle on these wands. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. There we go. Finally got the wand in his hand. Well, okay, so yeah, that's what I was saying. That everyone is so Draco's got a black wand. Ron Weasley's got a brown wand. Hermione Granger's got a light brown wand. And Harry Potter has a dark brown wand. So 3 shades of brown for the good guys, and a black wand for the bad guy. This is interesting. The way they did this roof on this hut is interesting. I haven't seen, they made it so that you could take the roof off and see down inside. And this particular hut has 4 walls. They've done Hagrid's hut before, but they've all been like cutaways, like half of the hut. And this one has all 4 walls, but you can open it up nice and see everything that's going on inside. Okay, there it is. Jeez. Someone who actually really likes the first 2 Michael Bay and Bumblebee has been my least favorite. Yeah, I remember going to see the very first Transformer movie when it first came out, because freaking what's-her-face was so hot, and Megan Fox and Shia LaBeouf was in it, and I mean there were parts of it that I thought were good, but when the Transformers were on the screen, when they were transforming, I couldn't. It was just like this kaleidoscope of like I couldn't even really tell what I was looking at. It just I don't know, the story just didn't pull me in. It just didn't I didn't really care about them going to the moon or whatever they went for the second or third, or I don't know. It just didn't do it for me. I can't remember if I liked Bumblebee back. I need to go back and watch the original cartoon. There was somebody that was in here the other day. And once they got rid of the hot girl, you were out, right? I can understand it. There was somebody in here the other day, and they were a huge... When I was doing the Optimus Prime build, and they were a huge Optimus Prime fan. I mean, they were dropping all kinds of... They were like, oh yeah, there was a Transformer that was only available in Japan, and all kinds of knowledge. Because I had to like kind of ask them, I mean, I was a fan back in the day, but I didn't really get into the movie, like I said. So it's been so long since I have watched it or played with any of the toys or really thought I need to go back and just rewatch the old cartoon, but I don't know if I'm gonna ruin it if I do that. I don't know if it does it hold up. Am I gonna enjoy it? Because I can go back and watch like Batman the Animated Series, probably the greatest animated show. I would say definitely the greatest animated show of all time until Invincible came around. I'm a big Invincible fan now. Invincible has just gotten better and better. Every season is just better than the last. The first season was a little slow, but uh, this last season, this fourth season was amazing. And I haven't ever read the comic books, but I think that's probably my top spot. But anyway, what I was saying was I could go back and watch the Batman animated series and I'd be loving it. I'd be eating it up like, oh, I love this. This is back in the day. Or I could go back and watch some Dragon Ball Z and I'd be like, oh, I'm loving this. This is great. But I don't know if I go back and watch the... How are you attaching that? Oh, okay. I don't know if I go back and watch the old Transformers, if I'm gonna like it or not. You know, it might just ruin it, or I could be just like I am with Batman animated series and just eat it up. Like, oh, I love this. This is great. I'm still into this. Yeah, I mean, I guess an Invincible Lego set could be cool. Nope. I mean, I'm just not sure, like, what exactly would they build? I mean, I guess there are some spaceships that um, they could have builds of, and I guess they could do, like, construction figures like they've done with the Batman or the busts or whatever, but, or Spider-Man or Captain America, but I don't know. I got the Jaws theme set, and I bought that D&D set too, the Red Dragon set, because that's the only D&D set that Lego's ever done, and I think it's getting ready to retire. I don't think it made it very long. I don't think it lasted very long, because it seems like it just came out really recently. Oh yeah, the Flaxens. That is a good. Yeah, you came up with that. Yeah, the dragon guy, but I mean, he would just be a dragon. Like, I don't know that it would be. You know. Yeah, yeah, that would probably work. Um, I guess the coolest thing would be to have some minifigs. Would be to have some invincible minifigs. You know, and I think that's kind of what you're talking about, like the smaller sets, the battle packs that come with the stormtroopers and things. We could do a battle pack with some Flaxen minifigs and a battle pack with some Flaxens. Those are the bug people that Nolan had a baby with. That's what Oliver is, right? Or are those the time ones, the ones that move through time faster in their dimension, and because they could do some of them as well. That might be a good option. Yeah, okay, the Flaxens are the time. The Thraxens, okay. Yeah, the ant things, okay. I got my F's and my T's backwards. But both of them, the Thraxens and the Thraxens, would be decent. Where? I used to put all my pieces in piles, and probably if I wasn't streaming, I probably would separate the pieces out into piles like I used to. But it just seems like I do not build that fast, and so I'm only doing like 2-3 hour streams. So like this Hagrid build probably should not have been a 2 stream build, but I'm slow. I don't move that fast, and so that's why I don't separate the pieces out like I normally would if I wasn't on stream. It's just because it already takes up so much time. I'm so slow with the streaming that I cannot spend time sitting here separating my pieces. And maybe I'm still just as slow because I spend my time searching for the pieces instead of just separating them out. But I don't know. It just seems like the search is more entertaining for a stream than the separation would be. Although the ASMR people would probably like the separation better, the sorting better. Who knows? There it is. Well, the next stream, I'm not going to do any Harry Potter. I'll probably stream Saturday. If I have the Deku Tree, if I have a good Deku Tree box by Saturday, I may start building the Deku Tree on Saturday. But I don't know if I'll be able to get another box that quickly. But I might try to do a bigger set this weekend when I've got more free time. And I'll try. Won't be Transformers, but I got some Batman sets. I've got some Marvel sets. I've got some. I got the Back to the Future car. I'll have to think of a good. What will be a good set to do this weekend? Not super huge, but big enough. I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do with that Deku Tree. If I'm going to build both versions, I'm going to build one version and then break it down and build the other version, or if I'm just going to pick one version and build that version and be done with it. I think that the version with the pink flowers is really pretty, and if I'm gonna build only one version, it's probably gonna be that version. But so I might build one version of it, the non-pink version, the brown version, or the green version first, and then break it down. And but I'm really excited about the Zelda and Link minifigs that are in that set. I mean, it's literally the only reason why I ended up buying that set, 'cause I don't really care about the Deku Tree itself. Although, like I said, it does look pretty. They did do a good job of making it look really good. I just care more about those Link and Zelda minifigs than I do anything else. Oh, all right. Watch this now. We're gonna boom. 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 I was wondering how these pieces were gonna. Yeah, like I said, I'm not really that. Don't really care that much about the Deku Tree either. Um, but kind of like you said, it's getting ready to retire soon. I knew if I didn't get it now, that I was never gonna get it, because I'm not paying scalp. I was no way I was ever paying scalper prices for that thing. And those big sets like that, when you get up over $300 or more, those sets really are pretty rare to find them on sale. The best you can hope for with those kind of sets is double points on the website, on the Lego website, or I mean, every now and again you might find a sale on Amazon or somewhere, but oh no, wait, okay. But like sets like this Hagrid set, you know, I'm definitely waiting until I see that on sale somewhere. I'm definitely not paying full retail price for that. But anyway, that's why I went ahead and picked up the Deku Tree, because I knew it was going to retire. I knew there was no way I was ever going to pay scalper prices for it. I just don't care about it that much. And honestly, I like my minifigs to be my minifig. I don't like to have used minifigs. There probably will be a minifig that I want really badly one day that I can't buy the set or whatever. I'm not going to pay scalper prices for the set, so I may buy the used minifig. But I like to know that my minifig has all the accessories that it's supposed to have. You know, if it's supposed to have a rangefinder on its stormtrooper helmet, it's got it. If it's supposed to have a jetpack on its back, it got it. And if you go to one of those stores that we're not going to talk about, they'll have minifigs in there, but whether they have all those accessories, whether they have those jetpacks and those spider webs, if we're talking about Spider-Man or whatever, that's another story. That's another question. And I know you can buy those things separately as well, but I hate trying to figure out, like, okay, what exactly was this one supposed to come with? Was it supposed to come with the silver gun or the black gun, or was it supposed to just have the pistol, or was it supposed to have the rifle, and is it supposed to have the? And I know you can look that stuff up, but I want my minifig to be my minifig and not somebody else's minifig that. And I mean, I have a small collection of minifigs, but I don't have anything really rare or really expensive, or I mean, I guess I have some in my collection that could turn into some that are really rare in a couple years or whatever, but for right now. They're just the ones that mean something to me. Like I'm not. I don't know. I'm thinking about keeping Hagrid, but I'm not really sure. I'm definitely not keeping Draco. I'm definitely not keeping Hermione. I've already got a Harry Potter, and I like that Harry Potter better than this Harry Potter, so I'm not. If I list this set for sale, it'll be with all the minifigs, but I just keep the ones that I want to keep, that I like, rather than just trying to keep them all. You can't keep them all. You got to draw the line somewhere. Well, I tell you what, if I get the Deku Tree, if I get a good box for the Deku Tree by this Saturday, I will definitely start streaming the Deku Tree this Saturday. And I guess I probably should do that because it's kind of my claim to fame right now. But and I will probably stream the Deku Tree. I don't know how long it'll take me to get through it. Like I said, if I stream all day Saturday, maybe I can finish it in a day. Or if I don't finish it Saturday, I'll do some other streams during the week, some shorter streams during the week. Maybe I'll finish it up sometime during the week, next week. So come back if you want to see the Deku Tree get built. I probably will do that. I probably will go ahead and do that. Then I can go on Twitter and post about how, okay, everybody, I'm building the Deku Tree. Of course, no. I mean, that tweet today got 6 million views, and I mean, I had 2 followers when I sent that tweet. So I mean, I don't really know exactly. I think I didn't make the tweet go viral. My tweet was pretty boring. Target is the one that made the tweet go viral when they replied to me the way they did. So tomorrow I'm going to go back to being a Twitter unknown, and I'll probably never have another tweet that gets 6 million views like that one got today. Somebody huge must have retweeted it, or I don't know what happened. I couldn't keep up with all the freaking notifications that were coming in. I was trying to respond to people, but the phone literally got so hot at one point, I thought I was going to have to just turn the notifications just kept coming and kept coming. I thought I was going to have to turn the phone off, or I thought the phone was going to just crap out, but just overheat and shut itself off. So yeah, I think I'm gonna make sure that my next stream is the start of the Deku stream. I probably won't stream tomorrow. I'll probably wait till Saturday, get started Saturday afternoon about 2ish or so, and just stream for as long as I can stream on Saturday and get as much of the Deku Tree done on Saturday as I can get done. And then if I finish it, great, and if I don't, I'll do some more short streams during the week next week to finish it up next week. But no one would have seen that tweet if Target had not responded in the way that they responded. I'd still have 2 followers. I think I did pick up a good number. Last I checked, I had like 50 or something. I might have more now. I don't know. But I'm gonna take the time. I'm gonna go back and respond to every single person. Okay, how is this gonna? Oh, I see how this is gonna work. All right. Boom. 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 It was pretty good. I hadn't seen that particular style before. Oh, wait. Oh, come on. I guess they're not going to stay under there. I'll never get all four of them under there at the same time. All right. Yeah, that was the first thing. So, okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the chat right now. There's something in your. Somebody sent a message, or something in your message that they thought was, oh, maybe because you said the word naked, I guess, maybe, is why. Anyway, I think I got it cleared. I'm not really up on how all this Twitch stuff works. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, Twitter's just a toxic place, really. Although I will say, I think it's gotten better since Elon has taken over. A lot of people think it's gotten worse, but I don't necessarily agree with Elon on everything, but I do think that Twitter has gotten better. I guess this is going to be a chimney. Yep. A little smoke coming out of the chimney. And right here. Oh, that's not good. All right, I'll take it. It's on there. Now he's got a chimney with some smoke coming out of it on his roof. And I will show you the base that we already built. Again, like I was saying, this hut is not the first Hagrid's hut they've done, but the other Hagrid's huts have been like slices where there's only walls on one side. This one has walls on all four sides, but they give you this nice opening up mechanism here so you can see what's going on in there. You can display it and have a scene going on. Put Hagrid in his chair, I guess. Does he see? Because you can't bend these damn short legs. I hate these short leg minifigs. He's not gonna fit in any of the chairs. Anyway. And then also, obviously, the roof. Let me see exactly how I'm supposed to. It doesn't really tell you. Okay, so the chimney's supposed to be over there. And so I guess I don't know if I'm getting it on there or not. Oh, that's no good. Ow, for Pete's sake. Oh, now I can't get it off? Alright, there we go. Anyway, so not only can you open it up and have a side view, but you can also, oh, wait a minute, let me get the, yeah, that's right. You can also just take the roof off and have a top-down view. All right, that's it. That's Hagrid's hut built. What time is it? 12. It's 12:30. Okay, yeah, it's probably about time to quit anyway. There's all the minifigs. There's Hagrid's hut and a dog house for Hagrid's dog Fang. All right. Yeah, pretty fun build. I did enjoy that. I like the way they made it so you could open it up, and I like the way they made it so you could take the roof off, and those are some pretty good techniques. I probably recommend that set. I'll throw it up on my shelf for a little while, and when I get something better that I like more that I want to put, I'll take it down and maybe put it on the marketplace or whatever, and see if anybody wants it. And if nobody does, then maybe I'll take it to the store that we don't talk about and just get whatever little bit of trade in I can get on it or whatever. All right, brother, I really enjoyed talking with you, and hope I see you again soon. And send me a tweet if you're on Twitter. Send me a tweet and let me know it's you, and I'll maybe try to give you a follow back or whatever if you want that. And also I'm on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok and Discord, and so reach out to me on those kind of platforms too if you're on there. Camera's gonna start shaking. Thanks so much, everybody. Have a great night.